fellow YouTubers and Doctor Who fanatics to another, yes, it is that time of the month again, for 2015, the first time. It is the Showcase series, and yes, some of this stuff will be reshown since I did my Doctor Who DVD collection part 4, but I wanted to get that out as soon as possible, so some of this stuff will be reshown, most of it all the Tom Baker DVDs, because you know, I went quite up on the Tom Baker stuff just to finish him, and it is a real, it feels really satisfying to complete Tom Baker since his era is the biggest out of all the classic Doctors, and of course throwing Big Finish in there because they're the best. So we're going to kickstart this straight away. I'll do all the DVDs in story order. So with the first one, it is Revenge of the Sidemen and the Silver Nemesis box set. These two stories aren't praised by the Doctor Who universe and its community that much. Yes, it is featuring Revenge of the Sidemen and the Silver Nemesis, and I'll guess I can put my thoughts on it since I've seen both the stories. Revenge of the Sidemen, it's a pretty good story in my opinion. It's underrated and people do like to bash it, but I know where people are coming from because it's not the best Sidemen story. Really enjoy it. It's a good story in my opinion because it's one of my childhood ones. Silver Nemesis, it's not great. Special effects wise, pretty good. I like with the Sidemen ship lands down. That looked pretty effective on camera, but for the time, absolutely. But yeah, Silver Nemesis does drive this box set down for me. But personally, Revenge of the Sidemen is a good story, and yeah, it's a good box set, except for Silver Nemesis. Next box set we have the K9 Tales, another box set which is not really appreciated in the Doctor Who universe. It is featuring the Invisible Enemy and K9 and Company and Girl's Best Friend. Now, Invisible Enemy, yeah, I know where people again are coming from, and I think when this box set was released, something was wrong with Invisible Enemy. Either like 7 minutes of footage was missing from it, or some scenes were in the wrong order. I don't know. I didn't have the error because it was back when the box set was sold. So yeah, this one is being refixed, so that is not a problem anymore, so I can't comment on that. But The Invisible Enemy is an underrated story, and probably a little guilty pleasure of mine. And K9 and Company and Girl's Best Friend. Now, this isn't praised to be a brilliant story, and I haven't watched it because the reviews have been disgraceful on it. And no things to Sarah Jane Elizabeth Sladen. She's a brilliant companion and absolutely a brilliant person in real life, and God bless her soul because she was absolute delight and really good to her fans. But yeah, K9 Company didn't go down very well, it didn't. Next one we have a single DVD, which is Image of the Fendal. Oh, don't you dare slip. Yes, it is Hammer Horror. Flipping brilliant. The best of the best. You can't beat it. And yeah, it's one of my childhood stories. I watched horror stuff when I was really young. That's why I love it so much. That's why I like things like Armchair Thriller, Hammer House of Horror, Tales of the Unexpected. Yeah, I think that's a horror thing. I believe that's what it's called. Fantastic it is. I do really enjoy the story. I don't praise it to be one of my favourites of all time, even though I called it fantastic, but I enjoy it. It's a really good horror story, but I think other Tom Baker stories are more better than it. But still, I love some of the scenes. I think it's episode 1's cliffhanger. I love it when it just shows the skull and Tom Baker's getting overpowered by it. It's brilliant. I really enjoy Image of the Fendal. It's a great story. Don't really like the villain in it, personally, because she doesn't do that much. Reva just stands there and does not a lot, but again, it's a great story. I enjoy it. Next we have an absolute whopper to enter. We have the gigantic Key to Time, one of the last box sets I ever got. I got it for a whopping 15 quid. 15 quid for 6 stories. You can't go wrong. And yeah, these were all the stories featured in the set. And I actually had a complete marathon of this. I watched all the stories after one of the other. Ribos, Pirate, Stones, Androids, Power, Armageddon Factor without taking a break. Yeah, I did a stupid marathon, I did. But yeah, it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Great box set. Definitely recommend it. If you know, 15 quid, you can't go wrong. I think it's 20 quid on Amazon now. I got it when it went down price for like a day, but then went back up again. Next box set, The Legacy Collection. But yeah, it is the return of the legendary Lost story written by Douglas Adams. People praise this Lost story to be one of the best. And personally, I think there's loads of other Doctor Who stories which didn't make the cut, production, or anything like that. I think that it's better than Shada. Personally, I do think there's other stories would have been much more golden than Shada, but still, I think Shada's praised because it was almost done, but it got cut off, and people praised it to be a classic. God, more DVDs. Yes, I have got even more. Surprise, surprise, it is the East-Space trilogy. I think this might be the biggest showcase I've got for DVD-wise. That's quite a shocker. Surprising it's a big finish. Yes, it is the East-Space trilogy featuring Full Circle, State of Decay, and Warrior's Gate. Now, I think this is the best time for the Fourth Doctor in the 80s on season 18. I'm not a big fan of it, but again, these stories are quite good. Well, two of them. Full Circle, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a Marmite story. You either love it or hate it. Marshmen are pretty good monsters. Yeah, you know, they're quite good in it. They act quite like cowards. You know, they're like more animals or something like that as a race, but more rather intelligent when you progress to watch the story. And yeah, the Marshmen are brilliant. I enjoy their monsters. They're quite good. State of Decay, it had pacing issues for me, up and down for me, but still the vampires were pretty good. And Warrior's Gate, I cannot comment on this fully because I just turned the TV off after episode 1. For some reason, I couldn't watch it, and I was bored out of my mind, and lost interest in it. I don't know about this one. I just hated it. I did, for some reason, but I'll have to watch it again at some point. Yeah, that is the East-Space trilogy. Oh dear me, I actually forgot one in chronological order. It is Megalos. Sorry about that. So yeah, I have to talk about Megalos. Again, not brilliant. I sort of enjoy it, but still, there's problems with it. Acting-wise, alright is alright. Characters, not really good character development. And you don't really care about them too much. And one of these characters, I was going to say who it was, but I won't, dies in this in a really bad way, and it looks so bad on film. It just looked terrible. And I like people's reaction to it. They didn't even react to it. That's how bad it was. Megalos, yeah, alright villain. He's okay, not really that great in my opinion. It's not really a very intimidating villain to me. But yeah, Megalos, for some weird reason, I sort of liked it. But again, not a great episode. And yeah, and for the last box set, I have got Revisitations 1 box set. I did mention very long time ago that I was interested in getting Revisitations 1. And now I have. Yes, it features the Talons of Wayne Cheyenne, which I've already got. It's nice to have the special edition. The Caves of Andrew Zani. Maybe it might be a Fifth Doctor story I like. Anyway, here are the 3 stories in the set. Talons is a brilliant story. I do really like that one. I think everyone likes that one in some way, shape or form. Do I like Caves of Androzani? Well, you just have to wait and see until I review it. The movie. I can't really comment on it. I haven't watched it in a very long time. But I love Paul McGann a lot. He's my 3rd favourite Doctor. With thanks to his many Big Finish audios I own. I can't comment on it because I can't really remember it too much. So yeah, that was Revisitations 1 box set. Now we can move to the Big Finish stuff, and I got unfortunately a sad announcement. Just get back to that in a minute. So yes, to the Big Finish stuff, we were going to the 1 to 50, and I said that I've almost completed about it. I only needed a couple more, and that was it. And yes, it is Phantasmagoria, which is number 2, which is a 5th Doctor and Tulo story. People say it's an alright episode, so I can't say anything about it until I've listened to it, but I have not listened to it yet. And yeah, it seems quite an interesting story, something about murder mysteries. I don't know, I can't really comment on it, but it sounds pretty good. Another 1 to 50, one of the last ones, because I did not know what to expect on this one, the Rapture. Again, I cannot comment on it, but yeah, it's released 34, I believe. No, it's 36, sorry. But yeah, again, nice to almost complete 1 to 50. Now you're probably expecting the last one, Master. Well, I'm so disappointed. After 2 weeks of ordering it, they said they had no more left, and my order was cancelled. So at this moment of time, I have not completed 1 to 50. I'm still waiting on Master. And sadly, that is an audio out of print. Flipping wonderful. I hope I don't have a problem like Stormborn into it. Anyway, let's carry on with the audios. The next one we have release number 82, which is TheSettling. And this is a historical story featuring the 7th Doctor, Ace, and Hex as well. And I've been really intrigued about this audio because, you know, it's in a very special packaging in this one. A bit like Zagreus, The Next Life. I was trying to remember what name it is. And yeah, I thought it was going to be a 3-disc set, so it's going to be about 3 hours long, but I was wrong. It's actually just 2 hours long, plus a sample disc right by other releases. And it looks like spin-off series like Dalek Empire, Unit, Sarah Jane, Gallifrey, Unbound, Sidemen series, so yeah. I thought it was going to be 3 hours long because of this packaging, but yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. The next story in this, which I got, which is another 7th Doctor and Hex story, which is Nocturne. Again, another one which quite intrigued me. I picked it up for a £5. Not that Big Finish sale they had. This was like early January. I ordered these. I snatched off Amazon for £5. So pretty nice that is. And now we have the most recent one, which is Mistfall from my subscription I did. Sadly, I still not have Trial of the Valiard. Somehow I still don't have that. I'm terrible at Big Finish. They take quite a while for me, and a lot of them get lost in the post. So shame about that really. So I don't have Trial of the Valiard, even though I wish I swapped it around for the 5 Companions because it's subscription exclusive. But yeah, Mistfall, written by Andrew Smith. I'm really feeling sorry for this, right? Because so far I've only listened to 2 parts of it, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But in the forums, people have been quite critical over it. I don't see why, and I have not seen anyone made a clear explanation, really, of why. They just say it's just a bad story, and it's not one of their favourites. But people don't really say why. So I don't really understand where all this criticism's coming with this story, because I think it's a brilliant story by Andrew Smith. Guess a lot of people are negative these days. But, nah, it's brilliant. So far, I really enjoyed it. Maybe there's something in part 3 and 4 I may have to find out, which I won't like the story, because I have not finished the story right now, but I am going to finish it after I've finished recording this video. So yes, that was the showcase video, but wait, there's something missing. I'm actually missing something, which it is Big Finish related, and I have started on a totally new Big Finish range, which is Dark Shadows, which I started my Dark Shadows journey on the Creeping Fog. Now, Dark Shadows, some of these storylines sound like Hammer House of Horror, and good old stuff like that. And I finally dived into a non-Doctor Who range, which is Dark Shadows, and I'm definitely going to listen to this one late at night, because you cannot beat a good old-fashioned horror story late at night. It's always the best. Yeah, I'm really happy that I finally got into a non-Doctor Who range, and I hope I do really enjoy this story, because if I do, I will definitely be expanding on Dark Shadows, and perhaps if I like it that much, they might even be featured in a future video, perhaps. You have to see if you're all okay with that, because it is Big Finish related. So yeah, it is the Creeping Fog, which I do like the layout. I really like the disc as well. It's my favourite colour right about there. That's cyan or aqua. Yeah, cannot wait to listen to this story, starring David Selby, and as yeah, Matthew Waterhouse. I've heard he's really good with the Dark Shadows, so that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I can't wait to listen to this one. I've got some others coming as well, which is... Actually, I won't spoil them, because that'll be in February. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the Showcase series for January 2015. It's Showcase number 32. I think this one might have been quite long, so definitely sorry about that. But I had quite a lot of stuff to cover. I got quite a load of DVDs, shockingly. I think I'm all about Big Finish, but there was a lot more yet to come. But yeah, they're going to be taking a while to dispatch. There was a Big Finish offer happening where they were selling 51 to 100, all for a £5. And I managed to snatch 8 snazzy Doctor Who Big Finishes with that special offer. And I can't wait to show you them. They will be in February as well. Also some other Dark Shadows, which I will not say. But I'm guessing February will be all Big Finish. So the whole February showcase will be entirely Big Finish. And I have not done that at all, I don't think. Actually, no, I have. I've done that in August. but that wasn't that big. But I think February will be a bonanza of snazzy Big Finish. So stay tuned for that. That will obviously be on the 28th of February, the last day of the month. So thank you very much for watching this showcase video, and of course I'll see you in the next video, which will be featuring, actually won't be the Q&A, it will be the Big Finish fans too, which will be on the 7th of February, starting at, well, preparing at 6:30 and starting live at 7 o'clock. And then afterwards, on the next day, that, well, 7th is when I'm recording the Q&A, and the 8th will be my Q&A special to start the first big video of my 1,000 subscribers achievement. So of course, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.